That's true. Um, does anybody want to do the recap? If you do, you get 3 plot points. If you don't, I'll read it or do it.
That's a.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after we
We should have a roll off. Oh.
I mean, I'm happy to
Okay.
do it. Unless somebody else wants to, I'm not going to step on anybody's toes here.
I was saying we could roll off for it. Loser has to do it.
Oh, loser has to do it.
Oh, what?
Oh, yeah.
Sure, why not?
All right.
What-
so
what roll?
D20.
Just a D20?
Just a D20.
Doing rollies, huh?
lowest then has to do it.
Okay. Oh,
That's not it.
that's a
Nope.
that's a D20.
Ha! Sucks to suck.
I'm still loading in, so I'm just going to have to trust you guys aren't lying.
Here, I'll roll for you.
Well, I have
It's
a
all right.
6.
I'll be right there.
19.
Damn.
I'll take it.
Beatrix, are you gonna roll? You're not
No?
gonna roll?
Okay.
Oh well, I mean it's kind of a forfeit, right?
Yep. All right. I guess
Yeah,
that
if you
means
don't roll.
Jet, you got the lowest.
Yeah, I did.
so,
Sure. I was gonna do it anyway. I haven't done one yet. So let's see, how much of this do I remember? From Jet's point of view, oh boy.
we started on Greenleaf.
We did. So
You were going to a cocktail party.
yeah, so we did a we went to a cocktail party on Greenleaf. We were talking to a very attractive woman, and Jet is terrible with names. He doesn't remember what her name was, but it was an associate of Molly Baker.
Oh! Oh my God! That's the second one.
I did it.
Oh, that's a plot point, right?
That is a plot point.
Nice.
Cool.
It was an associate of Molly Baker here, and we had discussions with a mobster and took a job from him to move some medicine, some medical supplies to another planet. And once negotiations were done, we danced. We danced a lot. There was a lot of dancing. So much dancing. And a lot of
Really,
us
really bad dancing.
really bad dancing. But
Not great dancing.
practice makes perfect, right? And all of us have become slightly better at dancing. So after the party the next day, we all wake up pretty hungover and decide to make our way to our destination to deliver the goods. And part of the way there, we run into a pirate ship, a very big, mean, nasty pirate ship with a captain named Tombstone, who Jet used to work with and mutinied against and stole his blockade runner, which he is trying to get back. Jet and John Fontaine went on to Tombstone's ship and tried to negotiate. Part of the way through, John was basically trying to throw Jet under the bus. We finally came to some sort of agreement, but we were about to get backstabbed by Tombstone's men when a very large aid ship in the form of a Gardner and Kane, the thing's basically a frigate. It's like an Alliance frigate. The thing's huge. Blasted away at the pirate ship with some weird green laser thing, new tech, you know. So after that, we meet up with James on the Gardner and Kane ship, and he offers us a mission to do a little bit of political anti-sabotage.
Something like that.
Yeah. Basically to help make sure that their man isn't at least in from Jet's perspective, we're basically gonna go and try to make sure that the man that they have running isn't killed off. Is kind of like the end goal of our mission here from his perspective. Yeah, we left off with kind of the four of us looking at each other, about to have a conversation.
It's a darn good recap. We have 3 more plot points.
Dankeschön.
Man, we haven't even started and we're already 5 plot points. We had a high roll. We had a 666.
Wow.
And a great recap.
I know, right?
That is Byron. He's having some kind of problem. We're not sure what's wrong.
Yeah, or it's my stomach. I don't know.
I don't know. I still kind of feel like maybe he's got a cold or something, because it sounds like he's like coughing or gagging. He came back from the hospital with like an infected eye. It cleared up on its own, but it was like leaking pus. And now he's like hacking and coughing and stuff. To be fair, he was grunting a lot, but now he's like hacking.
Dang.
So we're not sure what's going on. He's acting fine, but okay. You are all still in this room. It's this white and gray, modern looking room, kind of round. It's got, glass tables. Your tea is set out, snacks that are not made of people. There's computer kind of screens like flush against the walls, very sleek. And James has left you all there. If y'all want to roll any perception checks to look at what's around you, or if you want to investigate, you're more than welcome to. Just throwing it out there. You don't have to.
Yeah. Why not?
Wow. Okay. You mean you rolled a max on your alertness?
Literally the best I can do.
Damn.
Wow. 666.
What
Interesting.
the heck?
It's the theme for the night.
It's the thing of this show.
Why does it always do this?
These are
Rethinking. I'm
Yeah,
starting to
fair enough.
rethink our decision. It's the mark of the beast.
all right. Well,
Oh, we
not,
broke the trend.
We,
Okay.
We're really starting out strong. It's okay. Nobody hit an average check, but you did hit easy checks, which would be more or less what I just told you. You can see that there are monitors that are flush with the wall. You could surmise that there's probably computers around here somewhere, but you don't see like keyboards visible. And I would say with an easy check, you can probably see the big round security camera in the middle that clearly rotates and spins and all that stuff. Probably has a microphone.
Probably, yeah.
That's all you get from that, though.
So, okay. After putting down my tea, I'll kind of look to the group. So we're in agreement then. We're gonna do this. As much as it seems like none of us actually like it,
I'm not entirely keen on the idea. Godnacaine is one of my favorite pharmaceuticals, and new sorry, what's the name of the planet one more time?
New
The one that's
Lafayette.
online. Yeah, New Lafayette. Thank you. I was gonna say New Fontaine, and I'm like, no, that's my name. New Lafayette isn't exactly a place I really ever thought in 100 years I would return to. It's not exactly you talk about backwater.
Well, normally I'm inclined to just refuse any offer from corporations pretty much immediately, but Coram, this is a lot of money, and if they can guarantee my kid's safety, I'm more inclined to swallow this bitter pill.
I mean, it's money, right? It's a lot of money. It's really a lot of money.
It's a lot of money, and I'd be forfeiting my cut, so it'd be split 3 ways. Well, the half would be split 3 ways. So 1,500 between the 3 of you. That's 500 credits. That's a lot.
One has to wonder what Godnacaine stands to benefit from all this, though. Seems like we'd be helping them gain total, I don't know, political hegemony, total system dominance. Is that something we really want to give them?
Galen Kane, the person they're, hedging their bets on winning this election. Whatever, I don't even know. They're trying to get this bill passed, Bill 99, so that they can have an election for like one single state of head of state. Yeah, that's the word. That's what I was looking for. So, and then they're gonna put their guy up for that election, which is Galen Kane, who owns Gene K.
As far as I'm concerned, all we're doing is stopping a bomb from going off, right? This is a political assassination that we're just trying to stop from happening.
Essentially what we've been told, yeah.
I'm not interested in Galen Kane's political career, and I'm certainly not interested in Gardner and Kane exerting more control over the Black than they already do, but I don't think it's wrong to save someone's life in almost any circumstance.
It also could potentially kill other people. I mean, if it is a bomb, like they say that they think they're going to plant or whatever, right? Then that potentially it has the potential to injure or kill or maim whatever a lot of other people, and I mean that seems like a good thing to try to stop, right?
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but yeah, I think we should do this.
So here's the real question, though. Why us? They could have picked literally anybody else in the verse.
Oh, well, you just said we're the perfect, most unique, special group in the whole Black, right? In the whole
got
verse.
to be
most special. We're very special.
Sure, but there's got to be like at least a half a dozen more qualified people.
I'm sure they don't have a strike team they could send either.
I'm gonna guess it's because we're cheaper.
That's true.
I think there's something here
cheap.
more than what meets the eyes. They got some type of ulterior motivation that we just don't know yet.
Ultimately, I think you're right. I mean, I do have a history with them, but I didn't think it was that strong.
Something they said about being our guardian angel and watching us for a while, it just doesn't sit right with me. They know more about us than they're letting on. They got some kind of machinations.
That whole dramatic entry was pretty, I don't know, it was a good way to get us to
on point.
Yeah, it's a good way to soften us up for negotiations, save our lives and everything.
Just kind of look up at the camera when he says that, or when she says that. Yeah,
I mean,
you're
is
probably right.
there? Could always just ask for more money then too.
We
They
could.
did seem pretty free with it. We'll double it, triple it, quadruple it. Why don't you
I mean, look at the
quintuple
size
it?
of the ship. Do you know how much this ship costs? Oh, a lot.
All right.
If we can get more money, I'll be happier about it.
If we could get more money, I might be able to actually buy a gun for a ship.
Ooh,
Might be able to defend ourselves.
now you're talking.
Can we get something like what they have?
But you mean that weird like shield where he was like hanging out of the ship like hello?
That would be fun.
That would be super fun.
1 second.
So, what do you think? Or did our fee just double? He didn't mute.
I think that's up to the best negotiator, but
I think our best negotiator is John. He's
sounds like a conversation outside our door on the ship.
yeah.
We'll just keep going. Play some music.
John.
Yes.
I think you should talk to them about our fee increase.
We just decided to increase our fee to what?
We'll double it.
Double it.
I mean,
And
they're listening into the conversation, so it's not like we can hide anything we're saying here.
No.
We've already agreed to accept the job, but
Yeah.
couldn't hurt.
now it's just a matter of price.
Yeah, basically. They offered
Well, I
3,000
suppose.
credits.
We're going to counter them with 6 and maybe end up at 4.5.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. Well, I suppose doesn't hurt to ask. They are richer than God Himself. I'm sure they'll be able to give it to us.
And I know we're worth it.
Yeah, we're totally
They
worth
went through
it.
all the trouble to find us after all.
That's
It's
true, they
true.
did.
And all you have to do is bat your eyelashes at them, and I'm sure they'll say yes.
Well, corporate negotiations don't quite work like that. He's not some hick pirate. I'm sure he'll have contracts and obligations and such.
Corporate folks have needs too.
It's true.
What do you suggest? Are you suggesting I sleep with him to get us a price increase?
Only if you want to.
Though to be fair, another 3,000 credits would be quite the fee.
Yeah.
No, something tells me our friend James is not going to be so easily swooned. Though I will talk to him if that's the consensus.
Right. Wonderful. I'll look at the camera.
James, you can come back now.
You hear over the mic, "Oh, that's good. All right, I'll be right there."
If he can hear everything we're saying, then why am I negotiating
I
with him?
told you he could hear everything we were saying.
Yeah.
There's a
I
camera
know.
with a mic right there. I told you. It's just a
Which is
matter
why
of
we're
negotiating price now.
Yeah.
All right. I just feel like most of the negotiation just happened. We just hearing about it. But let's send him in. We'll see. Lord.
The door opens. It slides open, the person who's there is not James. It's the man from the dock.
Dock man.
Hello, the captain. Where there you are. We have the gentleman in custody. They're asking to see you.
The two people from my ship.
Yes.
All right.
Would you like to go now or later?
I can leave negotiation up to John here. As long as we don't go down, I think we'll be all right.
Don't
worry about it.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, maybe I should come with you, Captain. I don't know.
I mean, they're in...
I don't think this could be dangerous, but...
Yeah, I was about to say, they're in custody. I mean, it's fine. Sure. I'll bring Molly along.
All right, suit yourself. Come with me, please. And he leads you to another one of those trains that whisks you away so that you can get across this huge ship quickly. It goes down and hits some elevators, and eventually you end up at the brig. But before that, James does arrive shortly after, and the door opens, slides open again, and he pops in, his ponytail kind of bouncing behind him. Yes, I heard you've made a decision.
Well, we have a decision, but it is dependent on a stipulation.
Right.
If you would be so kind as to indulge us. It is the matter of our compensation. We have a few misgivings that would be remedied by an increase in the amount that we're being offered.
I see. Of course. Well, might I inquire as to what you need the money for?
What does anyone need money for? Money makes the world go round.
Well, if it's to outfit your ship, we can do that without paying you. We have a dock here, though it would take some time. Not too long, but we could see what we have. If it's just for pocket change, that's entirely different.
I think it's more of an incentive. You know, me myself, even though I am from there, I don't have much desire to return to New Lafayette, and I believe other members of our crew are reticent to be dealing in mega corporate politics. So I feel the money would go a long way towards soothing our concerns. And I'm gonna roll a persuasion check.
Sure.
Which I bet he will have a good resistance for. Hot dice.
Hot dice. Hot dice.
Hot dice.
Let's see.
Not as hot as it could be.
I think it's this one. That it? That yeah. Oh yeah. No, that is it. D8. Yeah. Okay. No, I don't think he couldn't beat you if he wanted to. Well, if you say so, I suppose I could get some numbers approved by corporate. You know, it's always pain doing those kinds of things. I was only cleared to offer 3,000 now up front. Essentially, what you're asking for is more up front, correct? Seeing as we were going to pay you more, but it would be after the job is done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a larger initial investment would be appreciated, and then the aforementioned amount upon completion.
Right. Okay. Well, let me make a call. How much are you asking for exactly? I heard something in the realm of double.
The crew is asking for. Am I the only one here in the room?
That's you and
No.
Beatrix.
the crew is the amount they did decide upon was double. Yes.
Double. You drive a hard bargain, but I think we can afford you.
Well,
I think it would be. I mean, I haven't done the math exactly, but you are sort of getting up there. We were to send an actual team of professionals out there, but sure. Let me see what I can do.
I would appreciate if you could just make the call and see. We ain't expecting you to deliver the world, but a little bit of having that done sure would mean a lot to us.
Oh, Mr. John Fontana, we've already delivered the world. I'll be back shortly. He steps out.
Beatrix is very proud of herself for not interrupting that, and then smacks Sean's arms. You did it!
So far.
Ow!
Not
But yes, I did.
Hard.
I bruise very easily.
Oh, come on! No, you don't.
I'm gonna crinkle I know my own juices. I know how they flow.
And you're back in the brig.
This peach is ripe.
I didn't smack your ass.
Oh, honey, every part of me is as tender as a peach. I'm the peach itself.
At the brig, the train pulls out, the doors open, and you find yourself in a dark, kind of much more industrial looking section. It definitely doesn't have that nice white, fresh, modern look. There's no comforts here. There are people in all black, black armor, black guns, and full face helmet looking things, standing guard. And you're led in, and each one of the cells backs up against a porthole to open space, which does kind of indicate, you might think, that each cell could be just, if they needed to, just jettison someone. And the guard who's with you, the one from the dock, hands you off to another guard because of clearance issues. So the dock man goes back, and you're now passed off to another nameless, faceless guard, and he directs you down to a cell a little ways down the hall. There are two cells, a man in each one. One of them is Millworth. The other, you never got his name. He looks familiar, but you don't know him. I mean, you've seen him. He was on the ship with you, but you couldn't even remember his name. Millworth gets up when he sees you and looks you dead in the eye. You gonna leave us in here?
Maybe.
Look, I know we ain't always got along, and I know I may have played my part in your betrayal both times, but it's part of the job. Ain't never been personal, Jet.
Yeah, it wasn't until you killed Hamer.
You know that I considered him a friend and crewmate too.
Awfully funny way of showing it.
You can't just defy Tombstone.
I can, and I will.
It's a death sentence.
Not yet.
You're just high and mighty because you think that these corporate folks give a shit about you. I don't know what they want, but there's always been something wrong with you.
I was acting this way before I knew they were here, and you know it. They got nothing to do with me.
Well, I can try to appeal to your sympathy, at least.
Sympathy?
That
you killed my best friend.
Well, I didn't kill him. I hurt him, but he was still screaming when I left.
You fucker.
You would have killed him if it hadn't been for me.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess I just fucked it up. Not my best. But look, I'm willing to put it all behind and apologize for my part I played if you'll help me out of here. I'll do whatever you want.
Help you out.
I don't know what these corporate fuckers are gonna do, but I don't like it. I don't trust them. Hell, I trust Tombstone more than I trust these guys.
What about me?
No, I don't trust you.
Good.
But I don't have a choice. You're the only person who can get me out of here. I just keep looking behind me and seeing the black. Come on, Jet.
Not good
For
enough.
no... What the hell is good enough, Jet? Ma'am, please, you gotta tell him.
Well, what do you want me to say? What are you gonna do when you get out?
I'll join you. I'll help you. I won't even take any money. I'll do whatever you want. You need a guy. I'm your guy.
We don't have any extra beds. We'd have to put him in the cargo hold.
I'll sleep anywhere.
Would we be able to guarantee he doesn't slit our throats in our sleep? If
No,
he's
we wouldn't. What about him? Kind of gesturing to the other guy.
I don't fucking care. I'm out for myself.
That tells me all I need to know.
Wouldn't you?
No, I don't think I would.
Please.
But then again, that's why I'm out here and you're in there.
I'm gonna look over to the guard. Hey, sir.
Yes?
What's that button do?
Which one?
I gestured to the one that you said there was some that looked like it might control, like jetting them out to the black. That one.
Well, that was spacing.
Oh, really? I just kind of look over.
Jet, please. Please. He falls on his knees. Please. I'll do anything. Please. I promise, anything you want.
There it is. That's what I wanted.
You want me to beg?
Yeah.
Damn it, Jet. I can beg for you. Please don't. Just, I don't want to die. I didn't do everything that madman told me to do so I could just die. Please. He starts, touching the glass and throwing himself at you. He might be sobbing.
Can I make a check to see if he's being genuine?
Sure.
Would that be willpower?
Yeah, willpower. If you have what would that actually be?
I don't have insight. All I have is perception.
It would be it'd be perception.
I think it would be perception. Yeah. Yeah, you can do a willpower perception. He the fear is genuine. The crying is fear. The "I'll do anything" seems like it's the fear talking.
Okay. Okay. So it's not. It doesn't seem like crocodile tears.
It's not crocodile tears. It's fear of death. Feel pretty confident about that. You've seen similar things when gangs torture people or threaten them. People are pretty pliable and willing to do things even if they don't agree with it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, I'll just I just won't say anything.
He continues to plead and hit the glass, and if there's no response, he starts to quiet a little and just kind of slumps and looks down.
Hey. Hamer didn't beg.
No, he wouldn't.
Walk over to the guard. Can I hit this button?
No.
If he doesn't stop me, like he said no, but then looked around, right?
He just kind of went, he looked down and just said, and then looked away.
Yeah, I'll punch the button, like staring the guy dead in the eyes. Not the guard, but the guys on the cell.
Millworth just is like, no. The other guy was in a different cell and is now screaming as he sees Millworth go flying out through the porthole.
Hey. Calm down.
Please, don't do it, please. Anything, I'll do anything for you, please. You want my money?
No.
You want?
I got no qualms with you. You didn't kill Hamer.
Yeah, but I can't stay in here. Please.
I think he can. Ollie, let's go.
No, come back.
I think staying in here's just about all you can do. Sorry to say.
He starts banging. Come back, get me out of here.
What do you want me? Hey, I got Millworth out. You want me to get you out?
He blanches and gets completely quiet.
Yeah, I thought so. I walked back to the entry into this area.
The guard kind of gives you a look that's like a kind of a look. Discerning.
Yeah.
Surprised maybe. But kind of nods. On the inside is the dock gentleman again, and he greets you. How'd it go?
Well, pretty good.
What did he want?
He wanted to learn how to fly.
I suspect you taught him then.
Yes, very well.
Well, that'll be an interesting report to read.
You're down one prisoner.
Well, they weren't really prisoners, but
down one inmate.
We were holding them because you asked us to, and now we're only holding one.
Yes.
I'll take you back to wherever you were.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
And he loads you back on the train. Back in the room, James reappears. All right, well, good news. I've secured your payment. They were more than happy to make sure that you had the amount you need for your mission, which is of utmost importance, as you probably know. And of course, money is only one part of it. We of course hope that your patriotism and love of the verse would drive your decision. But some people are more driven by financial means. So we've made sure to supply that for you. Where can I send the money? I take it to.
To the captain. And he'll see about doling it out.
Okay, we can do that. They should be along soon. Not quite sure where they went. And right about then, you guys get off the lift and you walk down the hall and you see the door is open. James is inside, and you're back.
I am
Oh, you're back.
chipper as ever.
You look well.
James, good to see you.
Yes, yes, you look quite well. I take it the conversation went well.
Splendid.
Excellent. Well, we've negotiated a new price. I believe we are looking at 6,000 up front.
Lovely.
And then, as I said before, we will discuss payment upon return based on, what kind of successes we have. As I remind you that being able to tie the bomb threat to the peacemakers is a bit more desirable than just stopping destruction. Both are quite important, though.
Yes, I would assume so. So, just one question.
Ask away.
In the event that the bomb/bomb threat isn't actually tied to the peacemakers, do you still want us to tie it to the peacemakers?
Wasn't that clear?
That's all I need to hear.
Excellent. Well, then I will need your information to wire that money to you, and I suppose send you on your way. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Yeah, I don't actually have like an account somewhere. I've got a credit stick that you could transfer money to, but that's we're kind of off the
If y'all
grid
don't have a bank
ish.
account,
we can use my account if we need to.
yeah, we can use mine.
I mean, it
I
was
could set you
physical.
up with one.
It was physical money that I've been giving them up to this point. So
You want this in physical.
it's easier to keep track of, in my opinion.
We don't keep that kind of thing here.
That's
I
fine.
don't know if I was gonna say I don't know if James could stack up 6,000 credits just right here, right now.
That's fair. Okay, if you would like to set me up a bank account and then put the money there and give me the information to get into it so that I can then give the money that the crew members here are getting paid from that, then that's fine.
Should we open you up a little savings account too? Put something away for college?
I will space you.
He will.
Grown man, no bank account.
I never needed
All
one,
right. Well, you do now.
apparently.
Well, we could definitely
never
set
needed
you
one.
up with that. Wouldn't be too difficult. We aren't a bank. Sometimes I feel like we are, but we're not. But we can get that set up rather quickly. It just take a few hours.
If G&K like ran a bank, that would probably kind of make sense, right?
If G&K ran a bank, I think there'd be a lot of lawsuits.
Probably. What are they going
I
to do?
don't. Well, it would reflect rather ill, I think, of a pharmaceutical company as large as we are to also be dealing with people's money in such a way. Questionable, I would say. Quite questionable.
Sure.
We're not corrupt.
Okay.
Ugh, you're one of those. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. You'll get your money. Just give me a few hours. And I suppose you'll need your mission. And we have to deal with Molly's family situation. Good. I'll be back in a bit then. Entertain yourselves a bit longer. I'll have some food delivered and be back shortly.
Wonderful.
Great.
He's going to disappear for a little while. Is there anything you guys want to do in that time while you're in this room? Or anywhere? You have a couple hours.
Can we like just if the ship has like a nice restaurant or a place to go shopping, stuff like that, amenities, I don't know. I know it's like a flying city, so I'm not sure what all it would have.
It's not quite a city. It is an aid ship. It's a research vessel. It's a lot of housing because it's kind of like a cruise ship. Like there's so much staff that there's a lot of homes. People probably live here for a long time. So the cabins are a little bit bigger than your average transport cabin. So a lot of it is residential in a way. But there's a lot of labs. There's a huge hospital. This is like a massive hospital ship. It's also a research facility.
Okay.
And well, that's probably all you would know. You can explore if you want, and if there's something you're looking for, I might be able to tell you if you can get it.
I think I'm just looking for a good meal. Like I've been eating nothing but protein packs for like a month.
Yeah.
I'm sure
So
they
I'm
have
just
like
looking for a good meal.
like a cantina or something, like a
Yeah.
cafe or something here.
There are lots of cafes. I mean, there's a lot of nerds on this ship. So you can find a lot of like tea places, coffee places. There's a lot of just like sandwich shop corner thing kiosks, as well.
Anything with
but
not protein pack on it.
But there is also, if you're wanting to, they could direct you to a couple of different restaurants that are there. They're not like privately run restaurants, but they're basically like really nice cafeterias that have a menu that they cycle through. So you definitely could go and get dinner there and get some food there while you're waiting.
Mm-hmm.
No spaghetti.
I wanted the spaghetti.
You want to know the Italian one?
It's just a character trait of the captain is that he just fucking loves spaghetti.
I want spaghetti now.
It's a complication now.
Addicted.
Yeah, it's a complication. If given the option, he must eat spaghetti.
I could go for some soup, anything but protein packs.
Yeah.
Or a sandwich.
Didn't they say they were going to bring food?
Oh, they did.
did.
Yeah.
But that's like just beginning food, right? We could eat that food and then also go out.
That's like the appetizer.
It's like cheese and fruit.
Yeah.
I'm happy to go somewhere.
All right.
Okay.
Molly, can I ask you something?
No.
All right.
What do you want to know?
Do you have a problem with the way I handled things just a few minutes ago?
No.
Perfect.
As long as you don't do that to me.
Well, don't kill my best friend, I guess.
Try not to.
I appreciate that. Who's hungry?
I am famished.
Let's go get some food.
All right. I will say, if there was any time for you to conduct any kind of research or preparations or something like that, you have access to an infosphere and the cortex. I'm not like suggesting anything in particular. I'm just reminding you that there are options here. This is a very high-tech area. I don't know what all you guys have as far as like skills and interests regarding that. I'm trying to think of anything else that might be useful.
Can Can I do an investigation on like New Fontaine? I haven't been there in like 20 years.
New Lafayette.
Yeah, I'm New Fontaine. I'm Old Fontaine.
You can absolutely look that up. Yes, and in fact,
Okay.
you know that you've been given enough information on your mission. You're going to a city named New Chengxi.
It would be investigation and intelligence.
Oh, yes. You're not gonna find anything. I made that up.
Did you?
Yeah,
Why did it sound familiar?
because Chengxi means city.
Of course it does.
Just you just need to like it's like town.
Yeah, its name is New Town, New City.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I'm incredibly inventive.
Sounded good.
Yeah, well, that's all that matters. I gotta pull something back up because I closed it. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Perfect. Yeah, so you definitely find some stuff out. So Three Hills, you said 20 years ago, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of a backwater planet. It is not. Let me pull up my verse thing here. It's way over in Georgia, I think.
Wow.
Yep, Three Hills. It's called Three Hills on the map, but it's also known as New Lafayette. So it is technically within the border, right on the rim. So it's a border planet, border system. And much like what you would expect, the border system is really waffling politically. It's also waffling economically. It very much benefited during the war for some things, but it's also taken a lot of hits because the pirates and reavers that have previously been pretty limited to the rim and beyond have encroached more and more. So they've really been suffering a lot more from incursions. And these are people who never really had incursions on that level, but it's definitely worse now. You would know that in the 20 years since you left, it has developed some. In fact, the city that you're going to, New Chengxi, is one of the larger cities that's survived the war and actually benefited some. It's grown some. It's not anything like the core as far as like how metropolitan it is, but it's one of those towns that it's on its way up. You would know from your research that if you're looking to move to Three Hills, this isn't a bad place to go to. It's a little bit more developed. And in fact, a lot of people from the core who are looking to leave the core and buy land or move out of the core planets to somewhere on the border, Three Hills is one of the places that they're looking at going. So you have a melting pot of people who were previously Hicks, who lived in the border that on a pretty desolate planet, are now being more settled by people who have maybe had money or what have you and left the core to settle out there. And that's part of the reason why it's developed a little bit. So there's some industry, but politically, Three Hills is all over the place, as well as some of the other planets in that area. Research would indicate that there's different, what are they called? Candidates running for a representation of that planet. And that the parliament is kind of also has like another layer where the whole system has a sort of representative. And that one is also really waffling around. So you have a lot of people are out there doing their politicking to try to get people to pick a side, because whichever side they pick will determine how things go. Right. You would know that this mission is in a few weeks, maybe 2.5 to 3 weeks. when the rally will happen. And let me see. And you, with an 11, you learn that an old reporter that you once knew, named Melrose Hopkins, has been covering the political back and forth and the excitement and the fervor that's going on with a lot of interest. In fact, his career has absolutely taken off. In
Melrose, what was the last name?
Hopkins.
Melrose Hopkins. Okay.
You and he have a history.
What kind of history?
He is the one who, I mean, everyone take your headsets off if you don't want meta. He is the one who exposed your dealings with Blue Sun.
Oh, the bastard.
Yes, and his political career has blown up since his dealings with his reporting on the Blue Suns and what happened to them. And you find out that he did, and he has been following the political happenings in the Georgia system, and he's continued to prosper for it. And you would have to make additional rolls if you want to look into him.
Yeah, now I'm on this hate binge, you know. Like
yeah, do you want to tell the crew about this and then continue, or do you want to do this in secret?
I think okay, I'll tell them I have a lead. He's a no good. What's that?
They don't have their headsets on.
Oh. I guess they can put their headsets back on. All right, I found a lead. His name is
Josh. There we go.
All right, I think I found us a lead. His name is Melrose Hopkins, right?
Hopkins.
Melrose Hopkins. He's one of those slanderous yellow journalist types. He's a real son of a bitch, but you know, he's going to know the politics of the Georgia system better than anyone else. He might be a good place to start.
Sure.
You know this person personally? Are you good friends?
I know him by reputation. Everyone knows he's a real, real subpar author, real yellow journalism muckraker sort. But I suppose he's well informed when it comes to politics in the area. Though why he would ever choose such a backwater system to become an expert in, it just reflects poorly on his character.
Some people don't have a choice.
Well, there's always a choice. It's just matters of difficult.
Look, the border's not all that bad.
What's that?
The border's not all that bad.
Oh, I
Sure,
know.
some of it sucks, but I don't know. It's not all that bad. I wouldn't exactly call it backwater.
I'm from Three
Hills.
I'm from Three Hills originally. I'm from New Lafayette originally, and I can tell you there are parts of it that are as backwater gets. We even have water like swamps and such. It's a terrible place full of biting flies and poverty, and you can keep it.
Well, I'm sure excited to go there.
Wow.
Painted a real picture.
What's that?
Then you really painted a picture.
I have strong feelings.
Yeah. Do you want to keep doing research?
Yeah, let me. Would that be like a politics or like a further
Let me see if you have anything. Yeah, I would say this would be a politics check. So intelligence, politics. Nice. Okay. Yeah, so you're looking into Melrose Hopkins some more.
Mm-hmm. Like, where is he based out of?
I didn't honestly pick
That's
that. But he
just like
actually wait, I may have. He's from the border. I didn't pick a specific planet. You could honestly say if you wanted, he's from this system. It'd probably make sense if he was from the Georgia system. I didn't pick anything specific though, but he is a border planet native. Yeah. Anything else? You can keep asking. I can try to answer.
What's the best way to like get a hold of him?
You could try to talk to his publicist, but that would take a long time to get through to him. He probably gets contacted all the time for articles and stuff. Probably honestly going there.
Yeah, I guess I try and find his address or last known location so I can, we can drop by.
Last known? Probably. Let's see. Actually, probably he'll probably either already be on Three Hills soon, doing other work there, or probably
maybe covering.
Yeah, or somewhere else in the Georgia system. I would have to actually look up all these planets because some of them are because Josh, didn't in your campaign, didn't Athens get glassed?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought.
At the end, yeah.
There's I know there's some places that you can't really go, and I think Daedalus is a gas giant, but I'd have to look up all of these.
Yeah, you could go to Athens. It's just there's nothing there.
There's something there.
Not anymore.
He's probably somewhere in the Georgia system. I could look it up if you want. But he's going to be on.
Okay, I mean that's fine. As we get. Right. Okay. All right. All right. So yeah, that's the man to find.
He's more than a reporter. He's a political pundit now. I mean, he's still a reporter, but he's full on pundit.
Oh God, is he like a Tucker Carlson?
Yeah. Yeah. He is a staunch New Libertarian, which is one of the they're oppositional to the Unionists. He has been doing a lot of speaking on the lasting economic dependency on core industry and the failure to subsidize or support RIM blue-collar workers. And you would notice if you keep looking, he has talked a lot about debunking the peacemaker threat.
Okay. So he spent a lot of time and energy kind of trying to prove that there isn't a connection there.
Yeah.
Okay.
For better or for worse. Let's see. Yeah, I'll say that's about all you find on him right now.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
Anything else anyone wants to do?
I think Jet's good. He's happy with his spacing and spaghetti.
Space and spaghetti will be our next one.
Oh, sorry.
Spaghetti's always on his mind.
If there's nothing else, then the only thing left is
I don't know who's
Wow.
It's Rob.
From?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, is that me?
It didn't even sound like it. It was weird. The only other thing is that Jet, you had a letter given to you.
I did, yes.
Did you want to look at that?
I will look at the letter, yeah.
Okay. The letter says something, I didn't write this out, but along the lines of, Dear Jet, I have reason to believe that soon we'll be in touch. If you happen to find yourself on one of my aid ships, I urge you to seek testing immediately. I care very much, and I don't want you getting hurt. Sincerely, P. Kane.
Um,
Shit. When I'm done reading this and when I'm finished with my spaghetti, I will tell the crew. Just take the rest of the evening off. I've got some blood work that I need to have done. So I'll be back.
whoa. Blood work.
Yeah.
We're on a medical ship. This is a good time for it.
Yeah, I just
True. Is everything okay?
for now, it's just something in my genes that somebody wants to look at. So
I can relate. Maybe not in that way.
yeah,
Well,
I'll
I hope everything turns out well for you, Captain.
tell you about it. Just not right now.
Beatrix is just like staring, like, at him.
Let me put it
As if
this
almost
way.
wanting to do better.
Let me put it this way, Beatrix. It's probably why I like that spaghetti so much, and I get up and walk off.
Well, whatever it is, then I hope they can fix it.
Listen, Jet, there's no shame. Captain, there's no shame in being Italian. It's fine.
I don't think my dad was.
I didn't.
No.
No!
Dang it.
You good?
Well, it's fine if you're Italian. Like, it's okay. You don't. What are you gonna do? Get a 23 in me? Test your genes for Italian?
He's just walking off. He's gonna go try to find a lab or something. Actually, he might just try to like page James.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you could do that. He gives you. I think he gave you a way to contact him last time.
I think he did.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
Nah.
He said you can. He'll know.
He'll know.
I'll be right back.
Oh, he'll know. Okay. Well, I'm just like walking down the hall looking for like a med lab or something. I'm just like, James.
There's a like a
You said you'd know.
directory.
Yeah. Okay, go to the directory
And
and
when you
start
look at it, it is so confusing. It is like, God, there's a lot of floors. It's huge. There's also an intercom, press for help. You are here.
James. James.
Hello, how can I help you?
I need James, the captain. James is the captain, right?
I'm sorry. We do not understand. Please clarify.
Is James your captain?
The captain is not named James.
Is there somebody that I could talk to? Wait, what? I need a medical facility for blood testing.
Medical facilities for blood testing are on floor 62, room 7.
Great. Thanks.
The thing goes beep, and the light comes on on the map.
I'm assuming it was like a route.
Yeah, boop, 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 boop. It shows you to the train to take, and
that's really cool. That's pretty awesome.
I follow the directions.
yep, you can hop on the train. It asks you to put in a room and floor, and you do that, and it takes you, and you hear on intercom, "Where are you going to? If I might ask, you know."
Is there a camera in here somewhere?
Is there a camera?
In the train car that I'm in.
Are you asking me?
Yes.
Yes, there's a camera everywhere.
The camera I take the page out and I just kind of hold it up then and I let him read it.
There's a long pause. Oh dear. Well, be on your merry way, I suppose.
Wonderful.
That certainly explains some things.
Yeah.
You really are the prodigal son.
Ugh, I hate it.
Well, perhaps if you live through all of this, we could catch up sometime. I certainly would like to hear the stories.
Who are you?
I'm James.
But you're not the captain of the ship.
No.
Who
Sort of a, the face of this whole show.
Oh, you're a liaison.
Well, sort of. At least they tell me I'm something like that. They pay me to do a job, and I do it. You look uncertain.
It's because I am.
Well, you're a smart young man.
But I suppose that doesn't matter, does it?
No, it certainly doesn't. Everyone here is but a blip in the existence of this whole place, and everything just I hesitate to even call us cogs in a machine. We're the drop of oil on an axle. Nothing, really. Except you. I mean, you have a letter from the man.
Yeah. Do you want it? I don't want it.
Do I want what?
It was a joke.
Do I want your situation? No, I don't. I'm quite happy being a no one. I'm quite happy being just James. Of course, if you ever decide to stop being a pirate, I suppose there's always a place for you here.
I stopped being a pirate. That's what? That's why I left. Tombstone. That's why I left them. I didn't want to be a pirate anymore.
Right, of course. Not a pirate anymore. You stole a ship and you're still flying it.
Yeah. It's a great ship.
Bing!
Goodbye,
You've
James.
arrived. Goodbye. You can step out.
Is that guy? Yeah.
And you've reached medical labs. It's terrifying, but it looks very, very similar to places that you went as a child.
I'd try to find a receptionist, or somebody who's around who can point me in the right direction.
Yep, you can find one. Do you show her the letter?
I don't know how many people would actually believe this is from him, so I don't know if I... Yeah.
Yeah, she's skeptical.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry, did you need something?
Blood work, yes, please.
Okay.
Just blood testing. I don't know.
Blood testing. Okay. I'll ping someone, I guess. Do you have an appointment or?
No. I was just told that if I was ever on one of the aid ships, I should have some testing done.
Okay. Sure, we can get you a doctor. Just give me a second. And
Sure.
you wait for a few minutes, and a nurse comes out and says, you can come this way. You filled out a little thing with your name on it, so they know your name's Jet Adams.
Yeah.
Mr. Adams, you can come in. We got a room for you, exam room.
Sure. Thank you.
Just wait right here. The doctor will be with you in just a moment.
Wonderful.
You wait. And sure enough, a doctor comes in. He's carrying a clipboard. Mr. Adams.
Doctor.
Sorry it took so long. I don't know. Dr. Chambers.
Dr. Chambers. All right.
Sorry it took me so long.
No worries. I didn't have an appointment.
Your file was
Old.
old. A lot to go through.
I bet.
They said you're here for testing.
Look, I was just told that if I was ever on one of the aid ships, I should come in for blood work or testing or something, and I'll just like put the letter on the end of the bed so we can look at it.
He takes it. Okay. Well, it's done. He's shaking a little, not like fear, terror, but like he's uneasy. Like he is shaken by this. And I'll roll him a medical check. Just to make sure he doesn't like completely fuck you up or something.
Well, if he does, I know who to report it to.
Oh my god. And then he lost his job. Okay.
It's not bad.
Yeah, that's fine. He takes your blood. There's no problems really. He does a lot of notes and writing. Okay. We're gonna need to analyze this. But I'd like to also just give you a quick once over, if that's all right.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
You're probably gonna find some bruises, maybe like freshly healed wounds, things like that. The line of work I'm in is not savory.
Okay, good to
Just
know.
warning you.
He gives you an exam, checks your eyes, ears, all throat, all that stuff. Okay. Well, everything looks as normal as they can, I suppose. So I'll get to researching, what we need to do here and getting these tests done, and we'll reach out to you. Is there a number we can call to get a hold of you with these results? Assuming you want to know the results.
Yeah. I will. Yeah. I'll tell him how to contact me aboard the Chaosheng.
Okay. That's it. He takes your blood. You've done what you were told.
Yeah.
And they send you out with a little Band-Aid. And you're free to go.
Grab my letter and fold it up and walk back to the ship, I guess.
Yep. You can all, in fact, go back to the ship if you'd like. If any of you have any wound at all, you can get rid of that. You've been resting here. You've been fed well. I'm just going to assume that if you had any wounds at all, you are literally on some of the most high-tech medical facilities in the verse. We could get those patched up. There are like dermal mender kind of stuff to even fix your skin. Yeah.
Wow.
So none of you have any more wound or stun anymore. And we're going to take our break.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
So we'll see y'all in a few minutes. Okay. Welcome back. Thank you for the break. My dog is barking. Hopefully she'll shut up soon. I'm very sorry. We are gonna pick up a few hours later, unless you guys want to just like spend the night. You have time. So if y'all wanted to get some sleep, you could do that.
Or a slumber party.
John Fontaine definitely wants to spend the night in a real bed.
You can do that. They will set you up with accommodations, like a cabin to sleep. In fact, they're all kind of treating you like really nice guests for some reason.
Is that a change from from earlier, or just
No,
okay.
it's just a continuation. Like, this is a big corporate ship, and you guys are rolled up on here, and they are giving you every accommodation known to man, and including paying you, which you do have a bank account set up now, and they've wired you 6,000 credits, which is a disgusting amount of money. Granted, inflation sucks, so things are expensive, but that is still a disgusting amount of money.
Well, I'll do the paperwork and send 1,000 each to Beatrix, Molly, and John Fontaine.
Jesus.
And the other 3,000 is going to go towards ship maintenance and maybe even buying a gun for the boat.
I'm sorry, how much do we get?
1,000 each.
Nice.
By the way, they can put weapons on the ship here.
Yeah, but
didn't
y'all
know.
weren't in the room.
Yeah, you weren't there.
I was not.
I
That's
also
true.
didn't want to ask for too much. There
That's fair.
is such thing as pushing our luck, and I think we were already doing it.
Even with the great GK, there may be a limit to their hospitality. You start asking for thousands of dollars on their ship.
Yep.
They would be honestly, they'd be more likely to just like be like, "We'll give you a new ship, but we're not retrofitting that." I know it's important to you, but
Yeah. Honestly, I'm surprised we got as much as we have, given how stringent he is with money.
yeah, that is very true.
There's a certain
So,
hacker. He only paid like 2,700 credits after that hacker.
Okay, to be fair, he was broke, and then he got his money, and then he was an actual asshole, and like was like, "Yeah, here's $100."
Pretty much, yeah.
It was like going to like a really, really nice restaurant, and nothing you wanted was available, and the person went to the market for you, bought everything, brought it to the chef. The chef cooked it just the way you wanted, and then you tipped them like $5.
Yes. Yeah. That's exactly what
He's
Kane
such
did.
an asshole.
God, I love him so much.
You love to see it. But anyway, yeah, so it's the next day, and you've all been given a pretty good dossier as far as where to go, what the plan is. Now, the only thing is that you only have their side. They tell you where the stage is going to be, where security is going to be, and where there'll be a smaller ship, not a giant aid ship, but a smaller ship will be in orbit that will take a shuttle down. The shuttle is like a trailer, kind of, and the trailer is going to be staying in town, and that's kind of where you would surmise that our Galen fellow is probably staying. There's also... Oh, wait. Just in case. It's important.
Sorry, goblins.
No, it's okay. No, it's okay. Didn't want you to miss anything. I love the cat just like jumping over the rail in the background. So they gave you just kind of a rundown of like a map of where things are supposed to be set up. Obviously, this is 2 weeks or ish. I don't know how many weeks. In fact, go ahead and roll an astrogation check and then a D4. And a piloting. You have to get out of here. You can roll in any order you like.
So not all together?
It'll be a agility, go ahead and do agility mid bulk for your piloting.
Oh my god. Hold on a second. Agility. Piloting and born behind the wheel or not?
I don't think you roll that. That just gives you something. Let me see.
No, it gives me an extra die.
Yeah, but I think you have to roll. It's a +2 to agility, so your agility you would roll as a +2 step. So that would be a D6, 8, 10. So you roll a D10,
Oh my god.
and then your mid bulk.
D10. Oh my god. Okay. There's that.
Wow. Okay.
Astrogation is just astrogation, right?
It'll be intelligence astrogation.
Okay. It does this quite a bit. Hello, sir. Can I
I
help
wonder
you?
if it's a 4K screen issue or something.
It's not on the 4K screen.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
One
Okay,
D4?
great. And then a D4. Also, someone has some audio in the background if they don't mind muting. I think it's Rob. Thanks. Wait, was that a D4?
No, that's not
Nope.
a D4.
That was a D2. D4 is
Yeah.
a triangle, I think.
Yep.
Ouch. Okay.
Hmm.
Well, the good news is the piloting
singing
in
Molly.
the piloting in the mid bulk, the astrogation in the mid bulk were really good, exceptionally good. So it's going to take you. A normal ship would probably take well over a month to get there, but if you keep on and you make sure that you keep your heading and stay straight and you go as fast as you can, so you go hard burn and you go to as maximum safe traveling speed as you can, you might be able to shave off a little time and make it there in 3 weeks. It's gonna be tight, really tight. You won't have as much time to case as you were hoping. If you were hoping to get there a little early, you're going to be arriving right about on the day, because I was going to roll the D4s a week per, but you also rolled really well with your piloting and astrogation. So also jets, let's get roll something that you have. I don't feel like pulling up your sheet for keeping the engine running, because it's going to be at a hard burn for quite a while.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Because your ship has some complications.
Yeah. Seen better days is not doesn't make things easy.
Should we talk about the ship's identity signature? I think we were supposed to.
At some point. So I do have Cortex Spectre as a miner on the ship, so it helps keep us hidden, but
Okay.
it's not a major. Like anybody right now, like anybody that tries to find us has like a static +8 to the difficulty of the roll, which is pretty good. But that doesn't make it impossible, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say this is about a month. You would need to do one of the maintenance rolls, right?
Yeah. So seen better days, and I do have it on as a major.
A major,
So
yeah.
that's a -2 step penalty to the maintenance roll.
Yeah.
So equal bonus applies to rolls from characters. Okay, so so the vitality. Sorry.
It's okay. We don't do this very often.
So is it just straight vitality, or is it like the long haul, or how do you want to?
Let me check.
I don't think we've ever actually done a maintenance, like a straight up maintenance roll.
Yeah, we always were basically ignored ship mechanics when we played. Which is fine. It's fine, but also when you look at like how much of this book is ship rolls, it's like half the book is supposed to be like doing ship economy, and I'm like, oh my god. Yeah, let me see here.
112.
Maintenance. Here
Vitality plus mechanics, mechanical engineering, maintenance. So I have that. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I don't have the maintenance skill because I didn't actually know that was a specialty. I've been playing this game for how long?
we never really do stuff with the ships.
Yeah. So let's see. Mechanical engineering. Oh yeah. Okay, so the ship's vitality would be at a -2 step penalty, so that'll be down to a D4, and then I get to add my mechanical engineering on there.
Yes, and I think the cost is associated with this chart, which is if you botch, it's a double the cost. If you fail. But what is the
for that month? So the annual...
Oh, it's a hard. It's an 11. That's what it is. You have to hit an 11.
The annual cost of the ship is 2,560 credits for maintenance. Now we've got seen better days, but that's factored into that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just roll this, and then hopefully, because I don't have.
That's actually fairly accurate.
I might end up spending my money on the maintenance specialty. That.
He also just made a lot of money though, so.
We did, yeah.
He just paid for like your entire year's maintenance.
Pretty much. So not a great roll.
No, that would be a failure.
Yeah.
So it costs you 1.5 times as much.
So for the month.
For the month.
Okay, so let me calculate that real quick, and I will deduct the money. Did you? You didn't add the money to my. Okay.
I did not.
Okay,
No.
plus, so that's.
You have 3,000.
Got it. Okay. All right.
Right?
Yeah, because I gave the other 3,000 to the rest.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll calculate this and then figure something out.
I can do it really quick. I can do it really fast.
I've got it.
Oh, okay. All right. Then your ship is taken care of. We know you have the money for it. It's just how much money it was.
You said it was double?
No, 1.5 times.
1.5. Yep. Okay, that's too easy. Okay.
Well, that's because we didn't calculate in like inflation. We're going with the book.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Because I'd also like you to just roll. Hold on. I'll close out this. Well. I'm not worried about it right now. Not gonna worry about it now. Let's keep going. Yeah, so you can make it there. Is there anything y'all want to do in the 3-ish weeks?
Do anything to keep Molly from going stir crazy on the ship.
Yeah.
The more you try, the worse it's gonna be.
And that's why Beat's gonna end up doing it. She's like, maybe it'll be better if I just try a little harder. She's out of the goodness of her heart.
So
What's the
3
what's the
weeks.
plan? Yeah, I just want to go over the plan for when we get there, right? So we're gonna meet with this journalist,
That was
Hopefully.
as far as you got.
and then what? Wing it?
And then we stop the bomb.
Well, so apparently this journalist knows where.
Well,
I mean, I don't know. So I don't actually know about this journalist, right? I'm not sure if I've been there.
Rob, you're
familiar with
cutting
this
out real
person.
bad.
meeting with him is that's kind of
Oh, I may have to leave the call and come back. I didn't even know Rob was I haven't been
think
able to
it's-
see him for a while.
I think it's a Rob issue.
It's a Rob issue.
Well, but I can't tell he's cutting out because he's not here and I can't hear him.
He's not there on my side either. Oh, your audio is. Are you muted?
I'm muted because the dog is barking.
Yeah.
But he's not actually in the call right
Okay.
now.
I was gonna say. I hope not. I hope I'm not going crazy.
No, you're not.
So, barring that, I guess Molly will say something to the effect of, so,
Hello?
I mean,
Hold on.
we just have to.
Sorry. Do you
Yeah,
see
sorry.
his camera?
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
So barring the journalist, you said you had a contact?
Who, me? No, I have no idea. I'm just spitballing, I guess. You know, we.
Right. I mean,
Huh, I can hear you, Rob.
I cannot hear him.
I've got audio, but
the
no
journalist
video.
is.
Yeah, I've got no video.
Mhm.
Yep.
Wait, you can hear him now?
He's cutting out super bad.
I've been able to see him and hear him this whole time, but it's very poor connection.
Yeah, it's not well.
It's just the four of us for me in the call.
There's only 4 from you right now, too. He just dropped again.
Yeah,
Did you see him a minute ago?
his
I
internet's
saw him
very
a minute
sick.
ago, but his video went frozen pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. Oh wow, his internet just went. He's out. He's dropped from the.
Yeah.
Wonder
Dang.
if he was resetting his modem or something.
Hopefully, it's not what happened last night.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, we had the transformers for a local.
The power substation caught fire.
Oh boy.
I have a video
Wow.
of it. It looks crazy because it was super foggy and low clouds. So the sky was like
Damn.
flashing like a rave,
You gotta
like
post
red
that later.
and green. You want me to post it?
You gotta post that
Yes.
later.
Yeah,
You should.
I posted it on Twitter and tagged WSB.
I'll look it up. So, okay, so
So we got to find out where this rally is happening, and
I thought we knew where the
we know
rally
when,
was.
right?
Yeah, we know when and where it is, right?
And
Yeah.
we just, I mean,
So I mean, we also only know one side of the story.
I was thinking the same thing. There's the side that James told us, and then
Yeah.
of course there's going to be the Peacemaker side.
Right. So, do we want to try to contact the Peacemakers?
Well, so I was there when Jet asked about connecting the bombing to them. Yeah, so I don't want to do that. I mean, I don't want to frame somebody for something, especially if they're, working against the corporations, because, well, you know me.
Right. We've also been paid a lot of money to do just that.
We've been paid a lot of money so far.
And they said we'll
We
talk about more payment when we see what success looks like.
So, as far as I'm concerned, what success looks like is up to us. They want us to connect the bombing to the peacemakers.
Yeah, regardless.
We don't have to. We don't have to make it look connected.
We don't. We can just stop the bombing if there even is one.
We could do it as quietly as possible.
We could. We could try to do it as quietly as possible, yes.
Well, you're not good at sneaking around, Captain?
I'm okay at it. I wouldn't say I'm an expert at anything, but I'm all right.
Well, we'll figure something out.
Now, we can do this quiet, like we can do it as quietly as we can, right?
It seems we're being paid to be rather quiet.
To some degree.
To some degree, but they want us to make sure that the ties to the bombing are from freelance. That is what was implied. Regardless of if they are or not.
You mean peacemakers?
Or sorry, the peacemakers, yeah. Freelancers. Jesus Christ. Yes. The peacemakers. Regardless if they're connected or not. Now, they've already paid us up front a lot of money to do this. And there's probably more money on the tail end for this.
What about
Molly,
the implications? I mean, think about the future. If we implicate a group in a bombing that had nothing to do with it,
their lives are ruined.
Their lives are ruined. We're basically giving Gardner and Kane untold amounts of power over the verse. It's kind of a bad situation no matter which way I look at it.
So what if we stop the bombing and tie it to the people that it actually happens, like who are actually doing the bombing?
Whoever that happens to be, that seems like the best option to me. If there is a bomb,
if there's an actual
if we can
bomb,
find who did it,
if it is the peacemakers, we go after them. If it's somebody else, we go after them. And by go after, I mean find evidence to prove that it was that person or entity or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with this.
So really, we're kind of only half doing the job that G&K has paid us to do.
Well, they know what they're dealing with, I'm sure.
Yeah. Very well, actually, yes.
Maybe they're testing us.
Yes, 100%.
Oh, by the way, has anyone checked to make sure they haven't bugged the ship?
No, not at all. I can almost guarantee they have.
Should we start looking?
I mean, if you want to if you want to start looking for bugs, you're more than welcome. I don't know if anybody has specialized equipment to find bugs that they would be placing.
I guess we just have to live with it then. Hopefully they didn't put it in the bathroom. Or they're gonna have to live with that.
Wait, we only got the one.
No, wait, hold on. Yeah, wait. She's like fishes around her pocket and she pulls out a debugger.
Oh. Well, that's something.
You're full of surprises.
Oh my god, I didn't look up what this does. What's it do?
It's a palm-sized signal scrambler. Generally, won't interfere with high-power transmissions such as the Cortex, but will play merry hell with most electronic bugs in a 15-foot radius.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
so just stay close to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you have a few weeks, so you could ostensibly conduct a search, but
Yeah, the entire thing too.
Eventually, yeah.
but I also don't think Jet's going to get a whole lot of downtime because the ship is running hard.
Yes, Jet is going to be in the engine room pretty much the whole time. Because
But autopilot's a thing. But like I said, to make it there, you might be taking a little shortcuts, doing a little swoop around the satellite, so it won't be like a leisurely thing. You'll be in the cockpit a lot, but there's time here and there if you wanted to do anything.
I will occasionally like to eat.
Yeah, eating's a thing. Protein packs.
Yeah.
At some point, I guess I'm going to make my way to the engine room. Hey, Captain. When you got a minute, I was wondering if I could take a blood sample. I know you've been a little bit free with your blood lately, but
What?
I wanted to analyze it. I don't want to be.
I could tell you what you're.
I want to know what
find.
I'm working with, as far as my patients go.
Absolutely, that is absolutely fine. You want to use a needle, or you want a knife, or how do you want to collect this?
Well, we can go to the medical room when you have time, and I can. Yeah, I can stick a needle in your arm after I sterilize it, and
I got time right now. I think nothing's on fire right now, so yeah, nothing's on fire. Yeah, but I can tell you. I'll let you look at it, but I'll be upfront with you. I told you I'd tell you what was going on back on the 8th ship anyway.
Well, I'm happy to listen anytime.
Sure.
I'm gonna start walking towards the med bay.
And I'll follow her. Where to start? So my father served aboard a ship with Mr. Kane.
Ouch. It just robbed him of his honorific. I'm sorry. Continue.
Served aboard a ship with Mr. Kane. He was the medic aboard the vessel, doctor, whatever.
Peter Kane?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a very interesting family friend to have.
Yep. I don't know if friend's the word I'd use. My dad kept close with him because he had to. During their time aboard, something happened with the ship. They had taken a pretty big hit. The engine started leaking radiation, and he got a really lethal dose, a very lethal dose.
Your father?
Yeah. Kane saved his life. I'll give him that. But he had to use an experimental, we'll call it a drug, to do so. Him and one other fella.
So,
long story short, it changed him. Better or worse, I don't know. I didn't know him then.
Oh, this was before you were born.
Yeah.
And when you say it changed him, do you know how?
Genetically altered.
That's quite a change.
Yeah. Some of that got passed on in my genes.
Okay.
It's why I look older than I am.
How much older than you are you? Or how much older than you are do you look? I mean,
Like,
how much? Wait.
yeah,
You know what I mean.
I understood.
How much younger are you than you look?
7 years? Roundabout.
So
Well.
you're pretty young, huh?
Yeah, actually, I am. Truth be told, I probably ought not be running this boat.
That's reassuring.
But here we are.
Mm-hmm. So about that blood sample.
Yeah, he just holds out his arm.
I'll
If I push myself too hard, I start to age again.
And
Every
what do you
time.
mean exactly by too hard? Can you quantify that?
If I strain myself too much physically.
Can you tell when it's going to happen?
I feel it. Yeah. It's hell.
It sounds like it. I'm saying this as I'm like wiping down his arm with an alcohol pad and getting ready with the needle and the whatever it is, you know, the blood thing,
Syringe.
the vial.
Yeah, that thing. But you know, it's got its benefits. I'm stronger than most people I know. By a lot.
Yeah, it seems like it. Unnaturally so.
It's about,
You would
that's about
say.
the only thing I got going for me.
Well, I wouldn't say that. Maybe genetically, but
All right. Well, you know what I meant.
even still, you don't think your parents were you don't think they gave you anything aside from that? Just physical strength?
My dad taught me, or tried to teach me, everything he knew about engines. So
He must have been a pretty good mechanic.
he was something else. Never met my mother.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I've got everything I need. I don't want to keep you away from the engine for too long, but thank you, Captain.
Yeah. Let me know what you find.
It might not be anything. I'm just curious. It's not like we have a state-of-the-art lab here, so
Yeah.
we'll see.
That's fair. I'm gonna get back to the engine before we have a radiation leak of our own.
Yeah, be careful.
Yeah, of course.
But who knows? Maybe you'll be immune to it.
Somehow I don't think so.
Have you ever tried?
Nice thought, though. Nope, I
wouldn't
haven't.
recommend it, but
Quite frankly, I don't want to be any more reaver-fied than I already am.
yeah. Right. That, yeah. Suddenly thinking about spaghetti. Can I have some points in scientific expertise, but I was hoping I could spend some time during this trip just practicing that, learning what I can about Jet's blood sample and
Yeah,
whatnot.
sure. Yeah, you can absolutely do that. How much of the time do you think you want to spend on scientific expertise? This is not medical, right? You want to do scientific?
Yeah, well, the way he was explaining it, it seems more, I mean, it seems at least as scientific as medical.
Yeah, I guess it kind of depends on. That's why I was asking what you want to do. For instance, we had a custom, we had a custom specialty before that was medical genetics. But if you wanted to do a biology specialty with scientific expertise, like you could do that if you wanted to science.
Okay. The biology route does seem interesting to me. I only have a D4 in scientific expertise right now, so
Okay.
I can't take a specialty right now just yet. But
no, but if you want to spend a good like 2 weeks of time, I'll let you raise that to a 6.
okay, yeah, I'll spend as much time as I need to doing that in that case.
Yeah, I would say the majority of your time would be spent studying.
Okay.
So yeah, you can give yourself a D6 there. One more step.
Nice.
Is anyone else doing anything? I would say John Fontaine, actually, you did some investigating. You're not you fell out of Fantasy Grounds.
Yeah, all right, let me get back in there.
While we wait on that, Jet or Beatrix, are you doing anything?
I think most of my time is going to be in the engine room, making sure it doesn't fall apart.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to do anything with Jet, they'd have to come to me, I think.
Yeah.
I think because the ship is probably on autopilot for most of this and such a long stretch of a journey. Or a chunk of it, yeah.
You have to be more active than usual because you're trying to shave off time.
Yeah, but anytime that it can be on autopilot, B would probably be helping Jet, just because, I mean, obviously,
Damn.
she's picked up stuff from her mom, so.
The help will not go amiss.
I think I've noticed it seems like his connection drops when he has both open. Have you noticed that?
Mm-hmm.
Like he was fine this whole time, and then he joined Fantasy Grounds, and the connection dropped.
It's really weird. It's weird because like there's almost no traffic to Fantasy Grounds. Like it's very minimal.
Weird. Okay, John Fontaine. Yeah, see now he's dropping out. Isn't that weird?
That makes no sense.
No, but
we gotta buy that man some better internet.
That or it's the computer.
Could be. Could be a RAM thing.
It could be a RAM thing. That's kind of what I'm wondering. Let's see. I'd rather have his video up than his character sheet because I can probably keep the character sheet up if I need to. So we'll see. Yeah, you're in for now.
Right.
So yeah, you were doing some investigating before.
Yeah.
Did you want to do anything else? I could give you. I think the most I could give you right now would be. I could give you one more step up in your investigation. If that's what.
Yeah. I guess. Can I investigate the peacekeepers? Just kind of generally what information is out there about them.
Yeah, you can. Roll me an intelligence and investigation.
All right. Nice. Double
Really
six.
nice. Yeah, so I mean, I told you guys a little bit about this, but you do some more digging and you find out that there actually have been a number of demonstrations, called demonstrations, in the last year, especially really ramping up towards the as this election gets closer and closer. You'd know also that like the all the campaigning for the election starts like a year in advance, so we're still a few months away from anything major, like the initial rounds of voting and stuff. But this has been going on for a little while, and it's been kind of ramping up. And that there have been some demonstrations on other planets that were people, local news and such were reporting as sometimes violent demonstrations, sometimes just rather shocking demonstrations. Sometimes they were just picketing. And then, of course, the other news that, we've kind of talked about with Hopkins, and among others, are basically saying there's no foundation connecting this to any larger terrorist group or something like that, and that it's a ridiculous thing, that it's people, being upset at the way things are. They're tired of being impoverished. They're tired of being hungry. They're tired of dealing with the aftermath of the war and this huge economic depression that everyone's in. And so they kind of continue to say, like, this isn't some organized thing. This is people suffering, and they're acting out because they don't want certain people in the parliament. So, but there's definitely rumblings of some connections here and there that people are saying the name Peacemaker keeps kind of coming up. And then there are definitely some actual demonstrations where the Peacemakers are out in the open. And they've got, picket signs and such. And you even managed to find an interview with someone who claims to be a part of the Peacemakers, saying that they just want what's best for the verse, and they would never harm anyone, and that these claims of violence are not them. This is people pretending to be them, or just people being shitty, and that has nothing to do with them. But that they do have strong opinions, and they do back the New Libertarians.
How old is the interview?
Probably within the last 2 months. So fairly recent as far as like the full campaign trail.
Who gave the interview? Was it like did he claim to be a leader of, or like a representative, or?
He claimed to be a representative, but he's no leader. He was a member who is doing some of the talking.
And then one last question: how widespread do they seem? Is it just that they're just in the Georgia system, or they're throughout the systems?
They're definitely most active in the Georgia system, but also in the Blue Sun, I believe, which is where I think you started on Deadwood. Yeah, the Blue Sun and the Georgia system are where they're most active. And the Blue Sun system is on the rim. Which,
and they maintain that they're.
It would make sense too, because like the Blue Sun is the Red Sun. I mean, Blue Sun. That's out on the rim would be the most likely to be anti-core because they're pretty far away. So that would make some sense. Georgia is a border planet, and you may start seeing some drifting over to Red Sun, but as of right now, it's not as much.
And so they claim that they're not behind any violence. Like, has there been anything to the level of like bombings that has happened, like that's been associated with them?
Roll another investigation.
Okay.
You're digging deeper.
I'm digging deep, kids.
I like it. Keep going.
Investigation, intelligence.
Okay, an even better roll. Someone's
Yeah.
rolling high tonight.
Reveal your secrets to me.
Yeah, you dig deeper and you're finding some news reports from more local news, so it was a little harder to find. But
Right.
and it almost seems like it may have been like kind of intentionally buried, as far as like they just not a lot of clicks, you know. It wasn't given a lot of attention. It wasn't linked to places that people would visit. But you do find a video of what appears to be a case of arson. And some people on the audio of that video, you hear the word "the Peacemakers" sort of in the background, and there's arson. But that's it. It was on a local news channel, kind of like when you share a video on Twitter and they repost that video with no audio over it, that kind of thing.
It's like shaky cam.
It's like a cell phone video, basically. And that's what you're able to find.
So it was a video of an arson in which I could hear peacemakers being referenced.
Yes.
Okay.
There's like a crowd and screaming at that point.
Okay.
It's hard to tell what's on fire, but something is on fire, and you do hear the Peacemakers being referenced on the video.
Okay. Interesting. I have a theory, but I'm not sure if I'm ready to reveal it just yet.
Gotta let it cook.
You gotta let it simmer. You gotta let it steam.
Well, you can give yourself, after 2 really great rolls, you can give yourself 1 step up in investigations. That'll be a 10.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yep, that's an expensive one. Okay, well, how do you guys feel about ending here at 10 o'clock? Right, we're
Okay,
about
got
to
it.
arrive to the planet.
Almost there. I'm okay. Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, well,
Yeah,
I
seems
think
like a
we're
good
kind of
stopping
at
point.
a stopping point. On top of that, everyone's going to get 2 more advancement points.
So what's our total?
Well, you were at 6 as of the beginning of the chapter last time. I don't know if you've used any of that.
Well, that was plot points.
That's
not
plot points, yeah.
advancement.
As far as advancements, I don't know. I haven't been keeping track.
So
I think
you
I
just
gave
gave
you-
us you just gave us 2 advancement points just now.
Just advancement points, yeah.
Yeah.
Just 2, a little bit of a drip feed. Because y'all spent some time in space practicing. I'm going to assume that Molly is drunk and that Beatrix is hyper-focused. John Fontaine is
Researching his little heart out.
researching his heart out, yeah. And Jet is stuck in the engine room.
I'm stuck
So
there.
if we haven't spent anything, how many advancement points should we be at? You can get back to me on that if you don't know.
I honestly, I think I gave you guys 6 in the beginning, or was it 8?
I haven't spent anything, and I'm at 10 after those 2.
Oh,
So
okay. Then it
last
was-
session you gave 4 advancement points.
Yeah, before that it was more than that. So it was
Yeah.
6. So I think you should be at 12, right? Or,
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, last session I started with 1, and then this session I started
also,
with 5.
I know you had
and now I have
6
7.
before because Beatrix, you spent 6.
Mhm.
So, and then I gave you 4,
And I spent
and
a
then
fair
there's
amount
2.
on
So I
something.
think you guys are supposed to be at 12 total.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Yeah, we'll just say 12.
Nice.
So
I'm just
Beatrix,
making notes.
yeah, Beatrix, you'd be at like 6, 4, and then the 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Well, we'll end there tonight. I'll do our little closeout, and any of you are welcome to stay around and level up your characters if you want. I'll leave the table open. But to close this out, thanks everybody for coming along. That was some amazing role play from everybody. Thank you to everyone who followed and subscribed. It's awesome. Don't forget that we're a Fantasy Ground affiliate, so you can use the link down below in the doobly-doo. And if you use that link to purchase it, it really helps us out. We've been using Fantasy Grounds for pretty much everything. It was my first way of ever playing tabletop, actually. I've always played over the internet. It's really easy to use, really customizable. And we've been using it for the Cortex system for a decade. So I highly recommend it. Does anyone want to plug anything? Social media, projects, appearances? I don't know. Is there an upcoming thing, Mech?
I do have something I'm working on, but it's slow going because making brand new systems from scratch is hard.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, everyone, and I will close it out and see you not next week. I'm going to be in Oklahoma, so it'll be, I know, I'm so sorry. It'll be the week after, but that gives everybody here time to decide how they want to investigate this mystery. You've got a lot of options and a lot of paths you could take.
I guess I have to role play this 2 weeks.
Yeah,
real time.
It is 2 weeks of real time.
Real time.
So we'll see you guys
2 weeks of real time role play.
The 8th.
Cool.
February 8th.
February 8th. All right.
All right. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
See you guys.
Goodbye, everybody. What?